Valley Club, there's some free claims on the web that you don't want to miss. The latest version of Battleworld has arrived and is way more difficult than previous versions. Is this a good or a bad thing? And the latest version of Strike Spot talked about some things that would be arriving very soon. None of them are here yet. When are they coming? I got my predictions in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then you need to do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel and this week's edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. We do this video every single week, keeping you up to date on everything that has happened and is upcoming in Marvel Strike Force. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up on a normal week, at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content. But let's go on to the Discord server to check out the latest promo codes. Actually, this one here. Let's go into the Discord server to check out the latest promo codes, and there are none of them. There are none. The latest one we have is from 10/31 Halloween. We have not had a new promo code for at least 2 weeks now, and no gold in any of the Twitch drops, but we do have, and we've had a few of these, several of these free claims on the web. Now, we've had a few of these earlier this week. The one that is live right now, make sure you go and claim this, is for some milestone points from Brimstone Assembly milestone points, and it is also for a Path to Hellcat Diamond Orb. So make sure you claim this. There have been other ones popping up on the web later. They all lead to these chain offers. All right, and let's go into our inbox and claim these. It is this orb. Let's go open it and see what we have here. We also got those milestone points from that web claim as well. Now, we have not had a promo code, like I said, for a couple weeks now. And there was a theory on stream this morning where the devs had said that they have like a certain budget that they can use for promo codes and things like that. Maybe they haven't given anything out in November because they're saving it all for Black Friday. Where are these orbs that I'm trying to open? So maybe that's why they are not doing anything like that. All right, here it is. Pat the Living Mummy Orb. Was it Living Mummy or Hellcat? Let's open both of these. Not sure what was from that. So we got a diamond for Living Mummy. We also, I guess let's open this Hellcat Orb. I'm not sure which one was from the free claims. I just said it and I don't remember. We got a 2 diamond for a Hellcat. All right. But yeah, let me know what you think is going on with these promo codes. We are getting more web claims. Maybe that's where they're distributing some of these rewards. But do you think we're going to get some big influx of rewards, big influx of promo codes all during Thanksgiving time, Black Friday time, or have they just forgotten? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on all these rewards, why we haven't gotten any promo codes, and why we're getting some of these web claims on the web store. And looking at the roster, one of the big things I enjoy about Marvel Strike Force is chasing these characters, building up characters. And the latest chase, at least for me, is Blue Marvel. I want that character. Kind of debatable on how good he actually is, but from a collection standpoint, I also enjoy collecting every single character in Marvel Strike Force, so I want him. What is missing right now is the purple ISO 8 level 5 for myself and the rest of the community. And yeah, I have made absolutely zero progress since 2 weeks ago when the war rewards are paid out. Have exactly the same amount of ISO 8 purple level 5 ions here. So they're being very, very stingy with the rewards. And I guess that's the reason the game has been kind of boring for me the past couple weeks, is making no progress towards this chase. Previous to the announcement of Blue Marvel, we've had nothing to chase for. Wednesday, when they announced the Blue Marvel Trials, though, we do have this thing going on right now that I don't like. It is these red stars, and we'll get back to these red star issue in just a little bit, because I think some of that, actually, this is not the, that's for the paid offers. The red stars for Blue Marvel are down here, the race to Blue Marvel. So as you are able to get complete certain nodes on the Blue Marvel Trials, you get access to these red stars. It is only here for 49 more days. I'm glad the devs made that change, because previous to this change, it was only at November. They did announce it going to be to the end of the year. Then when it was launched, went to the end of November. Now it's back to the end of the year. But even with that, still getting a lot less purple ISO 8.4 and ISO 8.5 crystals. I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of red stars. I do like how it was previously, the previous Dark Dimensions, where you, at the very minimum, you would get 5 red stars for these characters. And if after you get 3 after your first run and 5 after your second run, I would like them to do like maybe the 6th and 7th red star for these trials. But you know, if you get Blue Marvel after this, he's kind of a dead character because he does need the stats. If you don't have any red stars on him, for myself, if it ends like this, I'm gonna have 1 red star on Blue Marvel for who knows how long, and then I don't even know if it's worth a chase at that point because his stats are going to be so low. I mean, there are some characters that we are lacking right now for red stars. We'll get to more of those things when we talk about the things that are missing from Strike Spot. But yeah, just the lack of the progress towards this. I've made 0 progress in almost 2 weeks now. It doesn't feel good. It feels kind of boring. All the grinding and everything that we do, all these events, not really getting any progress towards the only thing that I'm chasing for. Let me know if you feel the exact same way. And if you do, what would make the game more fun for you? What would bring fun back? Is it too simple? For Mobile Gamer on stream this morning saying that this game is a little too simple for him. And I think that may be the case for me as well. A lot of these events are very simple, or they're way too grindy and you need to spend to get them. Or they're very easy and you get very minimal rewards that don't really do too much. So that's where I'm at with the chase here. But I guess the latest thing, and I think there's some positives and negatives with this, is the latest version of Battleworld. It was tough. If we look at the day 2, I did not complete all the waves here. Day 1, my account completed the waves. I was not able to complete it though. My alliance mate went in and completed it for us. This time I was doing this on stream, just ran out of time here. We got a lot of bad RNG, and this wave here, this Miss Marvel Classic, just kind of stumped me. And it was very frustrating at the time. Doesn't feel good at the time, but I think long term that may be a good thing. How do we back out of this? We got to get back out there. The last one that I could not do was these waves of hit monkeys. We got to the final wave many times. We set it up correctly, and then we didn't even get a turn. Blastar never did his big bomb burst. Hit monkeys would just kill him. So I think it was just bad RNG. I don't think I was playing it wrong, or maybe my characters were just not strong enough. And like I said, it did not feel good at the time. I was trying to beat this, getting very frustrated. But looking back on it, like an hour later, I actually think this is a good thing, because if there's nothing to chase for, just autoing through all of these battle worlds, it was kind of a boring mission. Now that I'm failing on these, I actually kind of like it. Maybe I'm a little masochistic there, but I kind of like this because this is something to chase for. This is content that day 2, what's content I could not beat. Have not attempted these yet. I'm assuming they're going to be very challenging as well. The Chaos team is required here. You got some Undying or Brimstone. We have some mini boss mission, bonus missions. These bonus missions are usually pretty hard. The good thing about these bonus missions, if you can't complete it, they said that's not going to be tallied on your score for getting the Century Shard. So this one should be pretty. I know I struggled when I was on a test server for this node. So this bonus mission is a tough one. I do like that I can't complete this puzzle. That's one of the things that I miss about the old days of Marvel Strike Force. There were puzzles that I couldn't solve, and I had to keep chasing to solve this character. I think the game has gotten away from that recently, and now that we have harder content, it stands out. We've got a lot of auto content stuff that was super easy. If you were an end game player, there wasn't a lot of content that you need to think about, that you need to plan, strategize. With this, it is a big change. So I think whenever there's a change, it doesn't feel good. But I think long term, it is a good thing for the game, because now I'm like, ooh, I can't beat Battleworld. I gotta build up characters. I gotta get them stronger, or maybe use some different strategy and play better. And I think that's a good thing. If I'm playing wrong and I could solve it with that, it is fun. But there's some pretty hard RNG on this. Maybe they could release some of the RNG, because on this first wave, let's go to this wave. I struggled on this node here. Oh, we can't even see this thing here. Century City. It was not this one. Where's the tough one here? Was it this one here? No, I keep clicking on the same node here. Maybe it was the last one here. This is the one that it was, yeah. These Dr. Dooms, these guys, we got very close, but if you let Mephisto take a turn, it was not good. And we set everything up properly with this. Blaster, his 5 charges ready to go, was ready to take the first turn. And then Mephisto would go first. So I don't know. And then sometimes other characters would go first. It was kind of weird. The RNG did feel kind of weird, but like I said, it feels horrible when you're doing this in the moment. But long term, I do think this is a good thing. At least for me, I enjoy this. Let me know if that is an unpopular opinion. Do you disagree? Are you kind of in the same boat after thinking about it for a while? But I like the Battleworld, and I like that I can't complete it on day 1. I think this is you know, I think this is going to be more fun long term, but I know not everyone feels like that. All right, especially because they've kind of trained us. They have such easy content for a while. When we get hard content like this, content that cannot be completed, it does put a sour taste in some people's mouth. Let's go on to the other big thing that happened this week, and this is these Quasar Trials. Now, as I was talking about, this was pretty fun, pretty easy, and there was some strategy going through all these nodes. However, as a reward for all this, you're getting some crimson stuff, some gear tier 20 pieces there, which is kind of the big chase for early this year. The chase from January were these gear tier 20 pieces. So endgame players, yeah, these gear tier 20 is good. It is for mystic characters, which we need for Brimstone. But yeah, this is not as rewarding. Not the purple ISO 8 stuff that I'm chasing for either. Even the purple ISO 8 4 ions would be good. There's a lot of those going around, but the purple ISO 8 5, very, very exclusive. I think they're trying to make money and sell those. And that's kind of a makeup for not selling these characters, not selling these legendary characters. And I think that is how they're choosing to make money. I'm not sure if that's the best for the fun factor though. But one of the big things here, if you look at the rewards here, 4-star for Quasar. And one of the things that Ryan Jacobson said in the interview, the strike spot, is that he wanted more red stars. He is very disappointed with the lack of gold stars that were distributed during the 3 months of the Quasar event. Disappointed with lack of red stars that were distributed during the Quasar event. And when the Quasar Trials come back, well, we cannot get those 7 red stars. So as there's no way to get the 5th, 6th, and 7th red star on Quasar right now if you did not get it in his initial 3 months. Hopefully it's not like that with Blast Star. And that's why there's kind of a sour taste in the community's mouth with Blue Marvel, because if you don't get those red stars for him, they've shown they don't prioritize this. Who knows how long it's going to be before we get red stars for sale, diamonds for sale in the shop with your in-game currency. Could be a while. So this does not feel good. I think they should have that 7 reds for players that are still chasing this. I do like that they have this token for 7 golds for Quasar. They're very nice about giving that out. But where are the 7 reds? I already have a 7 red, so I don't need one, but they need to do that for newer players, mid-game players, just make it a lot easier, especially because Ryan Jacobson did say that he was disappointed with the red stars that were distributed during the initial event. So let me know what you think they should do with this Quasar event, how they should distribute these red stars. Should they remain kind of exclusive after the initial period so that people go for the chase? Is that kind of what their strategy is? Is this where they're going to make their money? Because like I said, they're not selling these legendary characters anymore. If you are grinding during their initial runs, you're getting a free 7 and a free red. 7 red, 7 gold star character for this. And I don't know, maybe this is their way to make up money. Again, this does not feel the best. So do you think there should change these things as we go back to the hub of the game? Now, I did clear off the red dots from these events. And if you're wondering what the hell are all these red dots for these events, it is from this mission here that ended a while ago. Where is it? It ended a while ago, or here it is. Actually, it ends in 17 days, but the real good rewards that you get from it ended a while ago. For these orbs, the orbs are you can't get these orbs, actually not this section here, this challenge section, the middle. So you're getting these orbs. There's nothing in these orbs. There never was anything in these orbs. There were like some vampires and zombies, and those were points towards a milestone. So while these orb fragments are still in the game, it's not anything that you get, but you can get this little tiny bit of gold from every node. I think you can get about 60,000 gold from doing a full run. If you do that a couple times a day, well, on a full week, you could get about 1 million gold. After 4 weeks, after about a month, that is 4 million free gold. So even though these orbs are nothing, they're absolutely nothing. And if you're already level 5, this experience is absolutely nothing. You can do double things, get rid of the red dots and get a little tiny bit of gold for this. So don't miss out on this. It will get rid of red dots. Yeah, there's still red dots here. It's stupid, but it gets rid of the red dots there. So make sure you do that. All right, the Omega raids are freaking hard. And I don't know, kind of like the Battleworld. Maybe I'm a little more masochistic, but I like it. I failed on this node. I failed with my Night Stalkers in this node. Look, my alliance mate had to come and help me out because I failed on it. And I need to build up some secret, immortal weapons. I keep getting their name confused. Immortal weapons. The Night Stalkers just does not cut it right now. I don't think I want to build any of the other Night Stalkers up to gear tier 20. That's not already gear tier 20, or put more diamonds on characters that don't already have 3 diamonds on them. But yeah. So the new team is what we have to build now. They did seem a little disappointing in war. So they look like they're going to be a raid team. I know Dorky Dad was able to get that team to work against a Brimstone with a non-empowered Apocalypse. Well, when he's empowered, I'm not sure if that team's going to work. So I'm not sure how good the immortal weapons are going to be outside, or I think further testing is needed for them and with them on some hybrid teams as well. But they're definitely the good raid solution. And I kind of like that there's content released that not able to beat and sim on day 1. No one is able to do difficulty 10 because that does require the immortal weapons, and the difficulty 9 is pretty hard. I know some players hate this because of the trend that they set for us. Easy content, being able to beat all this stuff on release. We did not have that the first few years in the game, but the last couple years, we were able to beat raids right on release. Now they're kind of seeming like they're moving away from the raids as far as the main content of the game, but that does feel, any kind of change does feel bad. And this kind of feels bad for some players. And it did feel bad for me initially, but like with Battleworld, the more I thought about it, I was like, all right, I can't beat this. I got to build stuff up. There's something I got to chase. I got to chase being able to sim all the raids. I got to chase being able to beat all those nodes in Battleworld very easily. And I kind of like this, but again, I may have a very unpopular opinion. Let me know what your opinion is on these Omega raids. They are hard. Maybe your alliance is doing a little different difficulty, that it's too easy for you. Let me know your thoughts on these alliance raids though, as we move into all the things that they covered in Strike Spot. So one of the things that Ryan Jacobson said that he wanted to have is more of these shop credits. They said one of the things that they're doing a not good job on is the shop credits in the game. And I don't think we have any change since that Strike Spot episode came out. So yeah, hopefully we get more of these shop credits very, very soon. We also have a few versions of Battleworld. I think there's a 3rd version of the Century Battleworld, but one of the things they said is a single player version to get, actually, we already unlocked a Null. Let's go find Null. I guess we're gonna have to do a search because we already unlocked him. All right, and here he is. And our alliance was pretty competitive. The first version of Battleworld, we already have him at 7 gold, 7 red stars. But if your alliance was not as competitive, or you started playing a little later, maybe you don't have Null all the way to 7 stars. And one of the things they said they wanted to do with the shards for Null is make it more of a single player experience. The older Battleworld bosses, to get their playable versions, they wanted to make it more of a single player challenge. That way you're not kind of, diverting your attention from the alliance events, which currently is First Century. But again, no changes, no way to get Null, nothing announced coming up. When are we going to get some Null shards? That's another thing that was discussed coming very soon in that Strike Summit episode that nothing's been done about. And we talked about this a little bit with Blue Marble. Let's clear off all these filters here, because Odin, there are no way to get diamonds for him if you did not get an initial diamond in his milestone event. No way to sell these. We did get one of these diamonds, but I don't think there's a way to get his red stars either. So if you were able to get his diamond somehow, I don't think you could buy the red stars. Same thing goes for another legendary character. Where is this guy? Shadow King. I can't find him. Here he is. Again, red stars, I think they were made available, but no way to get diamonds for him if you didn't get diamonds in his initial event. So these were things that were discussed. Still no timeline on this, nothing announced, nothing done about this yet. Another character that may not be due yet for all this stuff is Professor X. One thing I would like is the ability to get more red stars for him. When are we going to get more red stars? Now, diamonds, I think they did want to make that a little more exclusive. I don't think we're due for diamonds yet for him, but red stars for Professor X, I think we are a little overdue for being able to get more red stars for Professor X. That I do not like that time thing. Again, they may have that time thing where you have to get these stars within a certain time because they need to make some profits to catch up from all these free legendaries that they're giving out. I think that was a very profitable thing for them in the past, but they've switched that. So maybe this is how they're getting some profits. But we are way overdue in my opinion for red stars for Professor X. Hopefully we also get some diamonds for him within the next 3 to 6 months. But red stars, I think it is time for red stars for Professor X. I know he's pretty involved in the meta, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it's a little too soon, but let me know your thoughts. Do you think that having more red stars for Professor X will shake up the meta too much, or will it be fine? And the last thing was we mentioned already, the red stars for Quasar. Yeah, like I said, Ryan Jacobson not happy with the distribution of red stars for Quasar, but nothing has been done. We've had the events come back, but the max that you get as far as red stars was those 4 red star tokens. Nothing else in this after those 4 red stars for Quasar in any of his trials that says returned so far. The other thing that we are missing is the Fantastic Four MCU from anywhere to farm them. They're way overdue to be farmed. Normally, at the beginning of the month, 1 new team is added to be farmable, and we have had nothing for November. If we look at the most recent farmable team, it is the Accursed team. I know some people are asking, when is the Hellfire Club going to be farmable? Well, it was supposed to be the Fantastic Four MCU beginning of November if they held onto their patterns, because beginning of October we had somebody, beginning of September we had somebody, going all the way back we've had a new team farmable at the beginning of the month, and we are 2 weeks overdue for the Fantastic Four MCU, and we should have about 2 weeks the Hellfire Club being farmable as well. The big thing with this is they are not in any orb. So previous to I think the store, I'm not sure when they went out, maybe the store conversion a couple weeks ago, I did mention this a while, but there's these 2 versus orbs. Versus for PvP content, Arena, War, Cosmic Crucible. They should be in this orb because the Fantastic Four MCU is an Arena team. And if we look, they are not. They are not in this orb here at all. None of the new Fantastic Four characters, none of the reworks as well. The reworks are in this Ultimus orb. If we look for Human Torch and the Thing, and they're in alphabetical order, so we can see exactly where they are. Human Torch is right here. He is there. So one of the members, and the other one is the Thing. If we go all the way down to the T section, where is the T's? Here's the T's. All right, there's the Thing, but no Mr. Fantastic. Actually, Mr. Fantastic is here. The original one, the one that's a member of the Illuminati. Here he is. And then the original Mr. Invisible Woman, not here. Pathfinder did clear that up for me. She's a legendary character. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, they are missing. They're missing from this. So let me know when you think they're going to be farmable. Are we going to get the announcement in the blog post tomorrow? So if we get it next week, they're 3 weeks overdue. Are we going to get 2 farmable teams in December? Are we going to get one towards the end of November and then another one a couple weeks later in December? Or are they extending the timeline for when these characters are going to be farmable? Let me know your thoughts as we talk about some of the fun in Marvel Strike Force. I've found myself bored in Marvel Strike Force the past few weeks, and I think the only real content that we have on a weekly basis, we have Alliance Wars, we have 2 of these a week, we have Cosmic Crucibles, we have 3 of these a week, although for me, they're on the weekend. So Cosmic Crucible for me has lost a lot of enjoyment and a lot of value because it's on the weekend. Sometimes that I don't really want to spend a lot of time playing the games, whereas on the weekdays, I love to do that stuff. So that's the 2 main game modes, the 2 main competitive game modes we have right now. The raids we have in, they have been sim for a while, although the new version of the raids, you can't really submit. Maybe with a strong Night Stalker team, if you play it manually, you could beat it, but it seems that it's really a check of the newest team, not really a check of your strategy, not really a check of how well you can play. It is, do you have the teams? Well, if you do, full auto. If you don't have the teams, well, you're gonna struggle. And I that is not a good experience for me. I do like strategizing. I like playing. I like thinking. I like chess type matchups, and Marvel Strike Force had that. I just don't feel it has that right now. And hopefully that is something that would come back. Now, tower mode, that is something that they can bring back. We had a question about that about on the Monday mailbag, and I think the most recent one we had was back in July when the Fantastic Four MCU movie was released. So that is way overdue. Pocket dimensions, we have not had one of those for a long time. Traditionally, they were pretty easy with some pretty good rewards. They've kind of switched up the pocket dimension of towers. Now we have a few versions of towers, a few different pocket dimensions. And one thing that we don't have this week, I think we had one last week, but is a danger room. I think danger rooms are really fun. When we don't have a danger room in the game, I don't think the game is as fun. I would like to see those run every week though, a new one every week, and not have like a 2-week one and then like a break every week. Because if we had a 2-week one, well, I'm only doing those for the main milestones. If I have some extra time on stream, then I'll do some extra content to try to push for some ranking rewards. But I need to, I feel like I at least need to get those main milestone rewards. Once I'm done with that, I could take it or leave it as far as those ranking rewards. If I had a new one to do every week, I would love that. Let me know if you're in the same boat. Do you want more danger rooms, a new one every week? Maybe you want it more soon than I did, or maybe you don't like it at all and just like to keep it at its current pace. Let me know. But I think for me and at least a few people on stream, more danger rooms, a new one every week wouldn't bring back the fun. But let's talk about some things that were here that a lot of people didn't like, but maybe that would bring back the fun or bring back some fun because of the competitive chase. First thing I thought, leaderboards. Nobody, or not nobody, but a lot of people were not liking the leaderboards. And when we had leaderboard event after leaderboard event, we have one right now, the King of the Zone. The community felt a little burnt out, but we have one going on right now. It is for Blastor. Unfortunately, Blastor is a little disappointing. This is a leaderboard where you could get some ISO, wait, is it 5s? Oh yeah, there are 5s here, right? But yeah, it is leaderboard. It only seems like the only place that you get these ISO 8.5 ions, the purple ones, is from these spending events. And like I said, that probably is their strategy to make up some of the money that they're losing from not selling these legendaries. But would more leaderboards bring more competitiveness back to the community? Would it be a good thing? Is it overall a good thing when the community is competitive like that? Or is it a little too competitive, a little too spendy? Let me know your thoughts on this. This is not what I'm competing on just because it looks like a spend event. Even if you get all these ISO 8 purple, 4 blue Marvel, unless you get those red stars on him right away, or at least you get those red stars before his event ends, or that limited time event ends, it doesn't look like he's gonna be that valuable. So I don't know if this is worth pushing right now, but leaderboards in general does bring competitiveness for everybody. A new danger room every week, I would like, that would be great. Unfinishable content, so like this Battleworld, it doesn't feel good. Like I said at the time, it feels actually pretty bad at the time because they've kind of trained us. Easy content, easy content, easy content. Now we have hard content. Like, hey, wait a minute, this is not what we've had before, but I think, like I said, this is a good thing. Let me know your thoughts again. Do you think unfinishable content is a good thing or a bad thing? There's another game I play that I'm kind of a newer player compared to a lot of community. There's a lot of content that I cannot finish. And it makes me want to play the game more, not less. So let me know if you're in that same kind of boat. Do you want more unfinishable content in Marvel Strike Force? I don't like to be able to finish anything on day one. I want to chase something. If I have nothing to chase, it becomes kind of boring for me. Now, another thing I want to discuss is that certain times this game feels very pay to play and not pay to win. I don't think I mind pay to win. If someone wants to spend a lot more than me and they climb up a leaderboard, I think that's fine. This pay to win this leaderboard, I think is fine. It's kind of annoying because I wanna do good at this event, but if I'm not willing to pay, I guess that's fine. They're paying more than me. They can have more rewards than me. But I don't want to pay to play. This should be a free-to-play game. And at times it does feel pay to play, especially with certain towers. If you don't have certain teams, you're not able to do it. I guess you can do some, but not get all the rewards. And that kind of goes back to how they've trained us. Easy content, being able to beat everything. And then now they're introducing harder content, making it a little more complex. And I know there's a lot of people at the Scopely offices, the Marvel Strike Force team, that are really passionate about the game and they want to make the game best for everybody. There's also money people that want to make a profit because this is a for-profit company. And I think finding a balance between those two segments of the Scopely population are great. I think all the people that we've met are people that care about the game. I don't think we've met any of the money people. I think they keep them away from the content creators and the envoys and everything like that. But there are people that are in that company to make money and try to shape the game for that. Last thing is these dark dimensions. This one is debatable because I know some people prefer it this way. We're epic campaigns in here. So with the Professor X Saga, you need to 3-star these campaigns. The Odin one, you had to 3-star the campaigns as well. Blue Marvel, they're going back to the old dark dimension style where you could just chip away at that. And while that is a slower process in the long term for most players, I know there's some like whales that just beat everything on day one, no matter what. But while that's a slower process for some players, I do like that because if you choose the wrong wrong character or the unoptimized character, or maybe you choose a character that you like, even though they don't have a lot of value. You know, this is a game and you want to do stuff for enjoyment. So even if you choose a character that's not ideal for the dark dimensions, you are still able to chip away at it and eventually beat it. And I like that. I know some people like this Apocalypse, the Professor X Odin way, where you have to 3-star the nodes. I like chipping away at it because it gives a little bit more room for error if you choose the wrong character. But let me know your thoughts on this sagas. Do you like it how it is? Do you like the old way? What do you prefer? But that's it for me this week, Valley Club. Outside of Battleworld, not much going on this week. The Quasar Trials are back. We do have the new Omega versions of the raid, which are pretty hard. But yeah, not a lot of engaging content in my opinion, unless you're really into War or Cosmic Crucible. Let me know your thoughts on this week in Marvel Strike Force, and let me know what you want to see change. What will bring more fun back to you? What will bring a smile back to your face playing Marvel Strike Force? Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some value from this video. Hopefully it gets you thinking about certain things, what you actually want from the game, what gives you enjoyment in a game. If you did get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. And if you want to see the power trios, yes, the triple threats in Marvel Strike Force, teams of 3 that are threats to all the enemies that they face, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.